told your friend you're not okay.
Hello, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to K-pop News, where you can get the hottest and most in-depth updates from the Korean entertainment world. Today, we'll be discussing an issue that has truly shaken the K-pop industry. Yes, the rumor of a secret recording of two BTS members, Jimin and Jungkook, that recently surfaced in the Korean media. It all started when a photo from inside a recording studio was leaked to the public. The image, which quickly circulated on social media, shows two familiar figures, Jimin, looking serious with headphones in his ears, and Jungkook, standing with his arms crossed, observing the recording process. The warm atmosphere of the studio, with its dark brown wooden walls, adds a mysterious air. Although it's just a simple portrait for ARMY, this photo is far from ordinary. Within hours of the photo going viral, major South Korean media outlets, including Dispatch and Star News, began reporting on the issue. Dispatch even ran a rather provocative headline, "Secret Subunit. Secret recording of BTS's Jimin and Jungkook sparks serious questions for HYB." The article claimed that the studio session wasn't just a regular recording, but part of a meticulously planned project involving several top Korean producers. Even more surprising, according to an anonymous source quoted by Dispatch, HYB founder Bang Si-hyuk reportedly personally oversaw the recording process. If true, this indicates that Jimin and Jungkook's project isn't a small matter, but rather a strategic move that may have been in the works for a long time. Speculation immediately flooded social media. Many ARMYs believed this signaled the birth of a new BTS subunit, something fans had long desired. Some also speculated that the recording might be for a major film or drama OST, given Jimin's emotional vocals and Jungkook's powerful voice, which is known for always leaving a lasting impression. Hashtags like #Jimin Jungkook Studio and #Secret Subunit suddenly became trending on platforms like Twitter and TikTok. Thousands of fan edits emerged, showcasing the warm interaction between Jimin and Jungkook in the studio. One viral comment even read, "This isn't just music. This is a record of trust, proof that BTS is still walking with the same heart." However, what fueled this rumor was a follow-up report from Star News. They discovered that HYB had recently registered several copyrights under suspicious codenames, such as Bridge, Healing, and Eclipse. ARMYs immediately linked this to Jimin and Jungkook's project, especially since the words aligned with the emotional and profound imagery that has always been associated with their work. Meanwhile, another Korean entertainment outlet, Exports News, added its own report, stating that 3 songs had already been recorded. According to their sources, these songs will feature a unique combination: emotional ballads with cinematic instrumentation, complementary duet vocals, and modern production touches that could penetrate the global market. Does this mean ARMYs can expect an official release before the end of 2025? That remains a big question. HYB has so far remained silent, not making an official statement. The agency's silence has only fueled curiosity and led fans to believe that something big is in the works. From a fan perspective, this moment was more than just a recording. Jimin and Jungkook's presence together in the studio is seen as a symbol of BTS's continued togetherness despite their individual activities and military service. Many fans believe that their interaction reflects a process of healing in real time, a tangible healing through music. Some ARMY comments in online communities even affirmed, "Jungkook seems calmer when Jimin is next to him," while others wrote, "Jimin always knows when to step in, when to laugh, when to offer support. He's truly the glue that holds all the energy together." If this subunit is indeed born, the combination of Jimin's soft, emotional vocals and Jungkook's versatile vocal prowess would undoubtedly create incredible chemistry. Their collaboration could become one of the most emotional and influential projects in BTS's history. Over time, rumors about Jimin and Jungkook's secret recordings have not subsided, but have only grown. After Dispatch and Star News published their reports, Various international entertainment portals have picked up on the issue. Billboard Korea even wrote an analysis stating that if a Jimin and Jungkook subunit were to actually happen, it could be one of HYB's biggest strategic moves ahead of 2026. Why is this? The answer lies in a simple fact. Both are BTS's main vocalists, possessing distinct yet complementary global appeal. Jimin boasts emotional sensitivity and deep interpretation, while Jungkook boasts near-perfect vocal technique, stage stamina, and global popularity. If the two were to come together for a single release, the impact could create a major ripple in the international music industry. However, this narrative, more than just a business strategy, is about the integrity of BTS for ARMY. In recent months, speculation has been rife about the strained relationship between the members, particularly Jungkook and V. Short videos depicting cold expressions, silent moments at the airport, and even distance on stage have become the subject of lengthy discussions within the fandom community. That's why when Jimin was seen in the studio with Jungkook, many fans felt that it wasn't just music being recorded, but also trust being restored. Interestingly, a claim emerged from an anonymous account known for leaking credible information. They wrote that Jimin and Jungkook's project wasn't just a digital single, but a mini-album with a concept that had been in development since last year. In fact, HYB reportedly had already prepared concept visuals and a music video with an international scale. Filming was said to be taking place overseas, with a cinematic feel that differed from their respective solo works. Upon hearing this rumor, armies across the globe began to formulate theories. Some believed that the subunit's title track would have a healing theme, befitting Jimin's image as an emotional healer and showcasing Jungkook's more mature, introspective side. Others believed that HYB was testing the global market's reaction to see how strong BTS's small unit appeal would be before their full-fledged return. Furthermore, the impact of this issue was also felt throughout the Korean music industry. Several entertainment analysts believe that if Jimin and Jungkook actually release a joint effort, the standard for subunits in K-pop will rise to a new level. Subunits are typically intended to fill spare time or showcase musical variety, but with BTS, every move carries significant weight. HYB itself has remained silent. There has been no clarification, no denial, and no confirmation. This silence has only strengthened the public's perception that there is some truth to these rumors. In fact, an industry source quoted by Exports News said, "When HYB is silent, it usually doesn't mean there's nothing going on. It means they're preparing something." Now, public attention is focused on the year-end calendar. Many fans suspect that if the project is indeed forthcoming, it might be released around winter, a period BTS often chooses for emotional music releases. Others believe the release could be earlier, as a surprise to close out 2025 with a big bang. Regardless, it's clear that a simple moment in the studio has become a global issue. From a leaked photo, subunit speculation, in-depth discussions about member dynamics, and even strategic analysis about BTS's future emerged. It all began with just two figures, Jimin and Jungkook, standing side by side behind the wooden walls of a recording studio, but its significance extends far beyond the creative process. And a big question now hangs in the air. Is the world preparing to welcome the most emotional and influential subunit in BTS's history? Or is this just a small part of a grand plan leading up to 2026, when all 7 members will finally be reunited? One thing is for sure, K-pop is on the verge of a new chapter, and Jimin and Jungkook might just be the keys to unlocking it.